Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another Red Dwarf episode. This is Season 2, Episode 6, called Parallel Universe. Looking forward to this one because I always enjoy when TV shows go to a parallel universe. It gives you a chance to explore parts of your character that maybe you can't explore it in the main bulk of the series, because actors, it can be quite a bit fun to play, either someone else or someone with a different type of personality than your mainstream character. Hoping this is good. I don't think there's much more else to be said. If you want to, you can head over to Patreon and access the full uncut unedited reaction over there, listed in the description below. Just so you know that if you join in the month of March, you do get April free. That's just a special. Consider it an Easter special, I suppose. It's predominantly because I haven't been doing much of reactions recently, so I just want to give people the option to experience a month free if they choose. Obviously that's up to them, up to you I should say. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Without further ado, let's just get straight on into this episode.
Family-sized tub of banana yogurt.
Your cat's have a very strange attitude to women, if you ask me.
Say what, goalpost head?
It's all sex. There's no sense of settling down, having a long-term relationship.
Hey, I want to settle down, and as soon as I find the right small group of girls, the 7 or 8 women who are right for me, my wandering days are over, buddy.
You see, totally maladjusted.
That's rich, you know. I mean, coming from the man whose favourite book is How to Pick Up Girls by Hypnosis.
There's nothing wrong with that, Lister. It's a good book. Full of handy hints as well, and it works.
Get out of town.
It's not the most ethical thing to
That's
do.
how I met Lorraine, by hypnotising her.
You hypnotised the girl into going out with you?
Yes, I gave her the old, there's something in your eye technique. Fixed her with the mesmer stare.
I mean, trying to use
Bingo.
hypnosis
Agreed to come on a
is
date.
pretty
What was wrong with it?
low.
Nothing.
Come on, a girl agreed to go out with you and there was nothing wrong with it?
Lister, she was an extremely attractive and bright young lady.
Yeah, well, it must work then, eh?
Of course, she had an artificial nose. Oh, tastefully done. Quality metal, no rivets. Skirt, peephole bra.
Okay, go on.
This is the most incredible chat-up line you've ever heard in your life, guaranteed.
Go on.
Okay, in a bar on your own.
What the?
Excuse me, would you like to join me for a cocktail?
No.
Well, you can't say no. It doesn't work if you say no. You've got to say yes.
Oh, right, okay, go on, go on.
So, would you like a worm do?
What's that then?
A worm do? What?
What's what?
A worm do?
What about it?
Is this still the opening line?
Look, you're not giving me the right reply.
What is the right reply?
I come up to you and say, excuse me, would you like to join me in a cocktail? You say yes. I say, would you like a worm do? You say, what's a worm do? And I say...
Oh, it wriggles along the ground like that.
You know it.
Remember, you could not pull a rotten tooth out of a dead horse's head with that one.
Eureka! I've done it.
Done what?
The Earl of Sandwich invented the sandwich. Samuel Morse invented the Morse code. Plato invented the plate. Sequence initiated.
Get on with it.
Takes time, this. One slight error in any one of my 13 billion calculations. We'll all be blasted to smithereens. Here we go, then. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5.
You missed out on 7.
Did I? I've always had a bit of a blind spot with sevens.
We're going to die.
No problem. I'll start lower down. 1, blast off. We've done it. We're home.
It worked?
What on earth? You must be joking.
Half a mo. It's gone.
What else?
the Earth, but are unaware of each other's existence.
Sounds like my parents in bed.
So hang on.
I don't think we've ever
Dwarf
seen
with another Rimmer and
Rimmer's
Mister on board.
parents, have we?
Will they be exactly the same as us?
No, there'll be differences. It's a parallel universe, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, for instance, in this universe, could be that Hitler won the Second World War. Could be something even more
That
incredible.
wouldn't
like
be a good
Ringo
thing.
Was a really good drummer. Hang on, I'm linking up with their onboard computer.
Hello, I'm Hilly.
Hello, I'm Holly.
Hello, Holly.
Hello, Hilly.
Unlike my parents,
Oh,
I'm
this isn't
definitely
so
not a
good.
Beatles
You
fan.
better boogie on over and we can sort it out.
Right on, sis.
See ya, Hole.
See you, Hill. I'm in there.
Didi.
What the hell? So this is basically a female opposite universe.
So you come from a universe which is exactly the same as ours, can I?
Yeah.
Only everything's opposite.
Well, I don't know if everything's opposite. It seems like that.
So you come from a female-orientated society.
Well, it's not exactly female-orientated anymore, not since the 60s, you know, with the equal rights for men marches.
These models are deformed, hugely deformed. Makes one feel quite inadequate.
I wouldn't worry about that, my pretty.
Hey, holograms can touch each other.
Well, that's something
I
new.
hate
So,
to break up the party, but isn't there somebody missing?
so holograms
You
can
mean?
touch each
Well,
other.
Lister, female opposite. Rimmer, female opposite. Where's mine?
All right. Mooching around the cargo decks, I think.
Wow! All my life I've waited for this moment, and now
It's not going to be what he
Hey, listen,
expects.
if you hear me screaming, do not, I repeat, do not come to the rescue.
Come on now, I want to be your buddy. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna smell your behind, then you can smell mine. Now, is that a deal?
You want to smell my what?
Why, sure. Don't you want to smell me?
Man, I could smell you if you was on Mars. When's the last time you take a bath?
Oh, please don't say that word.
What, bath?
You said it again. Now listen up. If you're gonna say that word in front of me, please spell it.
When's the last time you took a B-A-T-H?
What's that? Yo, Cap. There you are. Come on, we're going to disco.
What?
Yeah, Holly says it's gonna take about 70.
Oh, yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Quite awkward with each
Funny,
other.
really, I'm not normally good at talking to the opposite sex.
No, I'm not. I run out of things to say.
Yeah,
Me too.
like now.
So, you're a girl then?
Yes.
That's nice.
Hang on.
You're only after me for one thing.
Why? How many have you got?
You're a great conversationalist, you know that?
I'm enjoying this episode. This episode,
Yeah, that's
the
what I
last
like.
episode,
Oh, listen and go on the barge. You want
been
anything?
two
Yeah, I'll
pretty
have a
good
grenade, thank
ones.
you. A grenade? Yeah, I want to play fetch with the dog.
Accuse me of wiggling my bottom in a provocative way. I was just walking. Can I help it if I happen to be sexy? What's the other one like?
Totally gross. She's unbelievable. She tried to impress me by drinking 6 pints of lager and belching the whole of Yankee Doodle Dandy.
That's your party piece, isn't it?
Yeah, but when I do it, it's really stylish, man. Class.
So the Carmen Miranda wear fruit.
Alrighty. You lead on, boy.
Hold this, Fido.
I'm not sure I'd want him to hold my drink.
You call that dancing? No way, Jose. This is dancing.
Time. Mister, I'm going to bed now, by myself, On my own, alone. If she comes back, tell her I've got a headache or something.
Why, where's she gone?
She's gone to get some sexy videos. She seems to think seeing two men together might turn me on.
Where are you sleeping?
I'm not telling you, it's too risky.
Come on, what are you, a man or a munchkin?
I can remember betting you that I could climb the disco wall using only me lips. And then... Oh, God, I juggled the goldfish, didn't I?
Blindfold?
And then... Away we did, didn't we?
I hope you get pregnant, you cheap little tot.
You what?
Him? How can he get pregnant?
Well, if they didn't use precautions, he could be up the spout.
But it's women who get pregnant.
Since when?
Since always. My mother was a woman. How could you do this to me?
Do what?
Fertilise me, take advantage of me. No, I was drunk and I didn't have precautions.
I mean,
Listen,
this
I
is
assumed you taken care of that side of things. It's the man's responsibility. It's
this
the man who gets
universe.
pregnant.
Obviously,
It's
the
man who has to
biology
suffer the
changes.
agony of child-
Holly Hop.
But surely the physical
engaged.
changes would change
All
back
red,
once
one.
you
Last off.
get back into our universe.
What colour's it supposed to turn?
Blue for not pregnant, which is the colour it's going to turn.
And red for pregnant.
Yeah.
Come on, you red!
He's gonna be pregnant, isn't he?
What colour is it now?
It's still white.
Because of that picture
Just
in
had a thought.
that episode.
Remember when we broke the light barrier and saw those echoes from the future?
Yeah.
And we saw your future self with twin boys.
Right. And I said, how is it possible to get two babies without a woman on board? And you said, I don't know, but it's going to be a lot of fun finding out how right
I
you were,
think-
Listy.
I think that's right.
Twins? No way, women, not twins.
Oh, yes, big, bonny, strapping, bouncing boys they were as well. Huge heads. It's changing colour.
What colour?
Yes, it is. It's changing colour.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
what
At the end
colour?
of the
It's changing
episode, we
colour.
saw
What colour?
him.
It's blue for not pregnant, right?
Yes!
Oh, good news. Excellent news, Listy.
Oh, thank God.
I'm going to be an uncle.
Okay, so that was Red Dwarf Season 2, Episode 6, Parallel Universe. Really enjoyed this episode, another good one. I'm going to give it an 8. Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8. Really enjoyed the beginning. I thought the opening, I wonder if we're going to start seeing new opening scenes for Season 3. I hope so, because as I've said in previous episodes, I'm not the biggest fan of the opening of last season of Red Dwarf and this season. But certainly the song at the start of this episode was very good. And I thought Danny, Craig and Chris did a pretty good job. I'm sure they would have had to have gone through a number of lessons to learn that. But yeah, I think we'll just break it down anyway. Okay, so we start off with this sort of music video sort of thing, and really enjoyed it. Thought the actors did a great job. We find out Cat's looking through his dreams, basically. Rimmer says the cat has a very twisted way of looking at sex. Lister says to Rimmer, basically, that's very hypocritical coming from Rimmer. Rimmer's saying, oh, you know, he tries to hypnotize women to get with them. Lister's basically like, that's pathetic. That's not what he said, but it pretty much the implication was that. Rimmer then tries his line out on Lister. It's just ridiculous. Holly comes up with a method of travel that can transfer Red Dwarf anywhere in the universe. When we get down to engineering, we find out it's just a box that says Holly Hop Drive on it with start and stop. Then we activate the device. Holly can't see the Earth. Rimmer thinks, haven't moved at all. We then discover that there's another ship. It's an exact copy of Red Dwarf, and that they've moved into a parallel universe. We're introduced to Hilly, the female equivalent of Holly. Here we're introduced to their opposites, which are both female, as is the Scutter on the opposite Red Dwarf. Here we learn that it's very much opposite with, the male rights movements in the 60s and all of that in their universe. It's a bit of an interesting episode, sort of idea to go through. Here we find that their attitudes on sex is very much the same as that of the males in our universe. Here we have the cat meet his opposite, who is a dog. Then they go to the party. Basically, the female Rimmer tries to hypnotize the male Rimmer, which obviously makes our Arnold Rimmer very terrified. Then Lister's trying to explain to Rimmer that, she's, an exact opposite, just female, they're basically the same. The female Rimmer's talking to the female Lister here, and basically the female Lister is very much like, oh, come on, Rimmer, he's terrified, clearly. Here we have a dance-off between the cat and the dog. Rimmer asks Holly how long it will take. Rimmer goes into hiding. We find out that the two Listers had sex. And Rimmer's obviously upset that it was in his bed, understandably. And then we find out that our Lister, could get pregnant. Holly hot drive's fixed, and then we sort of look back at the whole Future Echoes episode in that photo that we saw, and at the end of that episode when we saw Lister carrying 2 babies. And the test comes back positive. And that's it for season 6. Okay, so that was season 2, episode 6, the finale. Really looking forward to getting into season 3. Hopefully we get a new opener, and hopefully this level of quality of episode continues and maybe even gets better as the series goes along. But this episode I'm going to give it an 8, stick with an 8 after the breakdown. Yeah, I don't think there's much more. Remember, the full uncut, unedited reaction is available on Patreon, listed in the description below, as well as my social media accounts. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.